All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the problem that you should have tried on your own. We are back. I already wrote it on the right side, so I'm going to go ahead and get started and get solving. Let's see if you solved it correctly. First thing, all right, you have two parentheses. Which one should you do first? Well, you should always work from left to right if you have two of the same thing. So let's do the one on the left, which is 14 divided by 7, which is 2. We're done with the operations inside the parentheses, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of them. 2 cubed plus 8 times 1/2 minus 2 times 1 times 3. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on. We have parentheses on the right side. We're going to do 2 times 1 first. Now, the other people might have done them both at the same time, but I try not to do that because we like to see our steps, which would be 2 times 1 is 2, so we have 2 times 3. We're going to go ahead and continue. 2 times 3, that's going to be 6. 2 cubed plus 8 times 1/2 minus 6. Now, we're finally done with our parentheses, so now we're going to move on to exponents. 2 cubed, that's 8. 2 times 2 times 2. Plus 8 times 1/2 minus 6. We should do multiplying first. Half of 8 is 4, so 8 plus 4 minus 6. We need to work from left to right because we have adding and subtracting. 8 plus 4 is 12, minus 6. That gives us an answer of 6. So our answer should have been 6. All right, and now I need to make that a little bit smaller because I need to make sure that I can fit it in there when I write. So there we go. All right, they got an answer of 1, so we know that they made a mistake. So let's see what they did first. All right, the first thing that you should have done is 14 divided by 7, and you should have gotten 2, which they did. Okay, that looks right there. What would you do next? Well, they already did the parentheses over here at the same time, which is 2 times 1 times 3, and they got 6. So they did that at the same time, which you're not really supposed to do, but it's okay. All right. They got 6. That's the correct answer, so let's move on. What would they do next? Well, they would do their exponent. 2 cubed. Well, 2 cubed is not 6, so there's error number 1. 2 cubed is not 6. Okay, they got 6. Let's see what else they did. See if they made another mistake. All right, now in step 2, you have 6 plus 8 times 1/2. You should do 8 times 1/2. Did they do that? No, they did not. Okay, they did not do 8 times 1/2. They did 6 plus 8, so this is the next error that they made. Let's see. 14 times 1/2 minus 6. If you were doing this step, what would you do first? You'd do 14 times 1/2, which is 7, and the rest of it is correct. So they did make 2 errors. So in step 1, all right, you should have said, in step 1, something similar to this. It doesn't have to be exact. In step 1, they evaluated the exponent same way they did last time, incorrectly. They multiplied wow. Mr. Williams can't spell, it looks terrible. They multiplied 2 times 3 to get 6, or to get a product of 6. I want to use product, not just to get. Product is one of those words. It's an answer. Product of 6. They should have gotten 8. Or they should have multiplied. Get another word in there. Whew. They should have multiplied 2 times 2 times 2 to get a product of 8. In step 2, they added 6 plus 8 to get a sum. To get a sum of 14 instead of multiplying 8 times 1/2 to get a product the correct answer should be 6. Okay, so the correct answer should be 6, not 1. ladies and gentlemen, that's all you needed. You needed to be able to identify the error in step 1 and step 2. They messed up the exponent, and then they added instead of doing multiplying first, so they did not follow the order of operations. If you said something of that sort, and you have at least 6 in here, you did a great job, okay? At least 6 vocabulary words in there. You did a great job. You'll get all of your points on your I-STEP, and every teacher in 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade will be happy with you. That's all I'm asking. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you did well. We're going to test you now because it's your turn to try it on an actual problem that is made just for you, all right? You need to come get that problem when you're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done.